Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Locking Down the Ladder. As always, it's LegnaK, and hope everybody's been having a good day today. Today is our last day that we're going to be using our Carbink team. It's a real shame. For the longest time, really enjoying this team, but it's about time we change up the team. I'm still debating on what's going to be next. I really think a buddy of mine's got a Domized team, which I'm really excited to try out. But that's still up in the air for the moment. But let's just get into this real quick. Alright, so this is a very interesting team. I don't know how exactly he's going to go about half of this. It's very interesting. This team seems really all over the place, so it's really throwing me off. I do apologize. I don't know how to go about this. Part of me really wants to go with the Rillaboom Carbink lead that we always do, but I feel that can backfire on us spectacularly if he brings Heatran. I don't know. We're still going to go for it. We're going to go for it, guys. Sorry, that's a really interesting team. I have absolutely no idea how to counter that, like, right off the bat. It's very different, I guess you could say. But let's just get into this. For once, I've seen a team that stumped me, entirely. I can't tell if he's fast, slow. He looks like he's slow. Alright. So we have a Regieleki, Moltres lead. I could fake out the Regieleki here, because I feel he might want to Dynamax Moltres, maybe? I don't know. As I said, this is a very interesting one, so let's go ahead and fake out the Regieleki here. Let's go ahead and Trick Room. We do not want to be on the receiving end of half of this. Alright, please be the Moltres. I am praying that this is a Moltres, otherwise it's going to be incredibly awkward for us. It is the Moltres. Thank you. Oh, man. So it was overall a really good call for us, knowing that he was going to Dynamax and Moltres like turn 1. This little fella got faked out pretty hard. I'm pretty sure Max Airstream won't kill us, but either way, he's going for Max Darkness. That's fine. I know for a fact that's not going to kill, solely for the fact being is, well, Rillaboom is incredibly bulky with its Assault Vest, good, HP investment, all that jazz. I think, I can't see why we wouldn't just Grassy Glide right here. We can easily just Grassy Glide here and... No! I almost Trick Roomed again like an idiot. Iron Defense. That would have been absolutely terrible. I don't know what happened there. So he's just going to switch out. So there's Heatran. That's actually fine with us. That's super fine with us. That's actually a non-issue. Breaks potential Sash, which is very unlikely that he had Sash. I could see a Shucka Berry coming out here. But we're just going to Body Press anyways. I think, guys, yeah, Rillaboom does go down here. It's unfortunate. Carbink is at -2, so we got to be really careful because this team is very special oriented. Very, very special oriented. But I think we could easily fake him out real quick. Not like truly fake him out. Not with a true fake out, but... I think we can try and get him to protect his Heatran. I don't think he'd want to deal with this. Let's go for a Liquidation and a Body Press? Or do we just Dynamax right here? Either one seems like a really reasonable strategy. So this is something I got to be super careful about. I think I don't know how bulky this Moltres is, though. I think we're just going to double into the Moltres. Anyways, we're going to just Dynamax right off the bat. Because I really feel like the Heatran's going to want to protect. He's going to not want to let Heatran go down here. Because Heatran is one of those Pokemon that are incredibly powerful. And could easily completely rearrange the battle. Sorry, I just feel really unsure about this match. Like, this match I just feel incredibly unsure about. But there's the Protect on the Heatran, which was a great call on us again. Okay, that's not as much damage as I was hoping. So this may not even kill. It actually does, which is fantastic, actually. That's absolutely fantastic. That's literally best case scenario for us. Thank you. Thank you, Crawdon. It's going to be a shame that we're letting this team sit for a while. You know, giving this team a much needed break, because this team is actually a lot of fun. I very much enjoy it. Alright, so here's Tapu Fini, which is the only Pokemon that's actually a huge threat to us, which is so weird to say. Tapu Fini's actually a massive threat to us, but I think we're going to play it this way. We're actually going to double into the Fini. Because Heatran is kind of just there. We're actually going to double into the Fini. Heatran I can see either protecting or switching out. Because there's nothing he could do here. He doesn't do either, which isn't the end of the world. That's a lot of damage for a resisted move. God, Carbink is so good. I love Body Press Carbink. But we get the Fini out of here. Perfect. So pretty much all of our threats have been neutralized. Yeah, because here comes an Earth Power. That's going to bring us down to our 30. That's a non-issue. So it's Life Orb Heatran, which is a very interesting thing I did not see coming. I did not see that one coming whatsoever. So color me impressed. Alright, so just to double check, I think we still have one turn of Trick Room left. Awesome, we do indeed. So let's go ahead and just hit the LegnaK with this, because Heatran is probably going to protect. And I'd rather get rid of the LegnaK. Okay, so he just goes for canceling, which is great. Goes for canceling. Goes for a cancel. I'm really glad that we managed to get around that team. That was actually a team that had me really worried. I would not have expected half of that, but I think once we got into the match, it was a little bit easier to predict. It's a shame we can't look at the team, so we got a bottle of PowerPoint up, which is really good. Let's go ahead and continue. It's a shame that we can't, you know, do an analysis on their team. It's a cool team. It was all over the place. Confused the heck out of me. Let's go ahead and update our score as well, folks. Let's go ahead and do that. So, let's go into the question of the day as we're waiting for our next challenge. What's your favorite terrain to play with? Like, personally, ever since terrains have became a thing, I really am torn between using grassy terrain for the residual health and grass boosts, or psychic terrain to prevent, you know, priority. Those are my two personal favorites, even though it does leave us a little open to, say, like status moves and all that, which Misty Terrain is absolutely phenomenal for. I feel Electric Terrain kind of gets the short end of the stick when it comes to terrains, because it only prevents sleep and it boosts electric type moves. But when there's a huge calling for like lightning rod users and ground types, I really feel like Electric Terrain is the least useful out of all the terrains. But I want to know what you guys think. What is your favorite terrain and whatnot? Alright, let's go ahead, get right into this. Okay. Interesting team here. It's an interesting team. It's obviously a Rillaboom Carbink lead. And it's funny because it seems to be like that's the main call for it every single time. I can't really justify bringing Zapdos or Comfey into this solely for the fact being is Psychic Terrain would like completely negate Comfey's usefulness. Zapdos gets outsped by anything in Tailwind, so I think what we do is we just play our outs. We go slow, take it a little bit easy. Because Rillaboom should be able to win any kind of speed tie unless it's a min speed Indeedee, but I think male Indeedees are actually faster. So we actually win the terrain war regardless. Alright, Tornadus, Butterfree. This is actually a non-issue here, folks. This is a beautiful non-issue here. Because unless it's Butterfree Dynamaxes, we don't have to worry about, you know, it using Sleep Powder or whatnot on Carbink. Because Carbink has a beautiful little thing called Safety Goggles, which I absolutely adore the fact that we have that. Let's go for a Trick Room. Let's just get going right off the bat. Let's go ahead and fake out the Tornadus because Tornadus can be mildly annoying. Could be ever so mildly annoying. He's actually going to go straight for the Dynamax, or I'm sorry, Gigantamax on the Butterfree, which is really cool. I like Gigantamax Butterfree. Again, this is one of those Pokemon I really wanted to use back in like Series 1, Series 2, Series 3 area. Never got around to using it, so I don't know. Maybe one day we'll feature it on the ladder. Alright, so let's go ahead and fake him out. Does a good amount of damage. Like, Rillaboom is actually really powerful. I like Rillaboom. Alright. You got Rillaboom down to 29 health. Alright, no sleeping. Ah! No! That's literally that's literally worst case scenario for us. It's a little unfortunate, but hey, what are we going to do about it? It's like I knew that was going to happen. So come on, Carbink, let's keep going, buddy. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. We got this. We got this, little guy. That's rough. That's incredibly rough. I can't really complain though. It was well played on his end. Befuddle is one of those really powerful Gigantamax moves. And again, it's one of those reasons why I wanted to use Butterfree. I don't know, I really, like, now that I see this thing again, I kind of want to do it again. Icy Winch probably is going to kill Rillaboom here, which is unfortunate. Rillaboom actually holds on, which... Rillaboom is something else, I swear to God. Rillaboom is something else. Alright. Double into the Rillaboom, which is actually really smart. I like that. Really smart. Make sure all your problems are out of the way. Carbink, please wake up, little buddy. Please wake up, little buddy. Carbink does not mess around, guys. Carbink's just like, nah, we're good here. We're actually just going to destroy everything. I'm actually going to bring Marowak out. We're going to Dynamax Marowak this time, solely for the fact being is a Befuddle. Everything can be problematic. Let's just double into the Butterfree here. We're going to go for a Moonblast. We don't want to reveal much yet. We really don't want to reveal much yet. And actually, now I think about it, because the Icy Wind, I think Carbink outspeeds Marowak, so we're definitely destroying any possible sash on this Butterfree, which is fantastic. Not that it really mattered which direction. It's a good thing we didn't go for the Iron Defense, because that would have just been... it would have been a moot point. Bye-bye Butterfree. That episode is still sad to me. You know, 20 years later, 20 plus years later, it's still a very sad episode. I wouldn't say it's the saddest, but it ranks. It ranks. let's go ahead and now we body press everything. Start max phantasming, you know, lower defenses, all that jazz. Just get going. Okay, that's a little unfortunate, but it's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. It's a good thing we weren't going for a max flare there. It's definitely a good thing we were not going for a max flare there. That would have been just mildly annoying. Alright, so body press should be able to take out this Ninetales with ease next turn. And yeah, we're just going to max Phantasm again. I have absolutely no reason not to max Phantasm. So let's go ahead, body press the Ninetales. Let's go ahead and max Phantasm their Tornadus. I think we are comfortably in the lead position here, guys. I think we're very comfortably in the lead right here. All because little Carbink decided that he was not wanting to sleep. It's a good little baby. Alright, so there we go. Bye-bye Ninetales. And Marowak is going to destroy this Tornadus. Carbink is now also non-taunted. Now, part of me wants to say that that's a non-issue, it doesn't really matter, but... Okay, Venusaur... Okay, yeah, this is definitely not a problem at all, folks. This is definitely, like, the least problematic thing we have going for us. Let's go ahead and... I don't know, I kind of want to Flare Blitz. Let's go ahead and Flare Blitz anyways, because it should still do a massive amount of damage to any kind of Venusaur, regardless of investment. Not very effective, still did over a quarter. Ugh. Ugh. Chills. Chills, guys, chills. Sorry. This has honestly got to be one of my favorite teams that, you know, me and my viewers have ever created. It's absolutely, like, hilarious. It's enjoyable. Let's actually take a look at this guy's team. We can actually take a look at it, thankfully. So, a Yachi Berry, which is interesting. I would have expected a Sash. That's kind of why I was doing what I did. So, we had a Yachi Berry. I mean, I was expecting Sash on Butterfree more, but, you know, you never know with Tornadus and whatnot. So, it's actually... What nature is that? It's Impish, which is very interesting that you'd go Impish over, you know, say, Bold. You know, prevent fake out, or not fake out, foul play damage and whatnot. You got Tailwind, Taunt, Icy Wind, Rain Dance. Super standard for a Tornadus. It's still really weird to see, excuse me, Rain Dance on a very obviously Sun team. Let's see, we got Choice Band Dracovish. Actually, that makes sense. That makes sense. You want to have like max damage for this Vicious Rend. It's a Choice Band Dracovish, Adamant Nature, Sand Rush, not Strong Jaw, which is really interesting. This is a really interesting situation here. You got Ironhead, Psychic Fangs, Outrage, Vicious Rend. I'm really surprised that he's going Sand Rush instead of Strong Jaws with this. This is just mind-blowing, baffling. So, Choice Scarf Indeedee. So, this was actually... Okay, I like this. This was actually a Choice Scarf Hyper Offensive Indeedee. But, that original trainer is... Makes me sad. Psychic Surge, you know, standard set. Expanding Force, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Energy Ball. Great coverage. Indeedee's got great coverage. It's one of those Pokemon that are just... The male is so outshined by, you know, the female variant because, you know, she's a support Pokemon, but male Indeedee definitely has its values. So we got Heat Rock, Ninetales, which, you know, that was to be expected. You know, you want to have as much sun as possible. Extrasensory, Solar Beam, Protect, Heat Wave. I think Ninetales does get access to Psychic, so I would definitely have just stuck with Psychic there. I could be very wrong, though, so I don't know. We'll leave that up to the judge and jury. See, Butterfree. Butterfree had the Sash, so we did make the correct play there, knowing that the Butterfree had the Sash. So it was a Modest Nature, Tinted Lens, which is really, really good. You know, Bug Buzz, Hurricane, Shadow Ball, Venoshock, which is interesting to have absolutely no, like, no defenses, or, like, no defensive moves or anything. Like, no Quiver Dance, no Protect. That's actually really, really peculiar in my opinion. I mean, it was interesting. And then, of course, Life Orb, Venusaur, because Life Orb or Wide Lens are, like, your go-to moves for Venusaur. I've seen some people run Weakness Policy, which has me really worried for their people's sanity. Modest Nature, not, you know, timid, which is interesting. Earth Power, Sludge Bomb, Weather Ball, Energy Ball. Their standard set. But, I don't know, overall, that was a really, really interesting team. Again, it was really all over the place. I have no idea, really no idea what to say about that one. But, without further ado, let's continue on for our last match with, Carbink, Scampy, and everybody. You know, it's going to be an absolute shame to let them go. But we get some more battle points. We always take those, guys. We will always take the battle points. Alright. Let's go. Again, absolute shame that we're leaving this team behind. You know, maybe sometime in the future, some of the Pokemon may have, you know, some points showing up in the team. But for now, they're going to take a well-deserved break. They've been going at it. They've been doing fantastic, you know, only losing twice. Okay, so I like this team. It's a really good team. Again, we're gonna slow down here. The reason I say that is because LegnaK, like, most of this team here actually is a huge threat to Zapdos. Most notably LegnaK and possibly the Grimmsnarl with Switcheroo. Because lacking Tail is always the worst. Always the absolute worst. So I don't see a reason why we wouldn't just go Rillaboom, Carbink as usual. Crawdaunt, Marowak. I don't know. It could come back and backfire on us. But, you know, we're typically a really, really slow team. So we want to use Trick Room to our advantage. The only thing I could see that could be problematic, the absolute only thing I see being problematic to that is, of course, the Mushroom. That's seriously the only problem, the only threats I could really see. But luckily for us, if he does lead, we'll say Amoonguss, Blastoise, you know, for like the follow me shenanigans and whatnot, Rage Powder, we're in the clear. Because Rillaboom and Carbink are both immune to its Rage Powder, its Spore, all that jazz. So, let's go on for it. Rillaboom Landers, interesting choice of Pokemon here. Alright, so this was actually something that's a kind of lead I did not really expect. I really should have, because, well, let's be honest, it's two really strong Pokemon. I'm going to try and fake out the Rillaboom, and we're going to try and go for a Trick Room. Chances are it's not going to work. I'd say it. There's a significantly high chance that this is going to backfire on us. I could see Landers Dynamaxing right off the bat, going for a Max Airstream or Max Quake. Either one seems to be incredibly reasonable, incredibly possible. I just hope for our sake that's not the case. I hope he doesn't fake us out. I hope he doesn't go for a Max Quake. But there's his Dynamax. There's the Max Quake coming in. It's going to be a world of hurt for us. I definitely see a fake out Max Quake coming in right here. And if that's not the case, I'm going to be actually surprised. But alright, Rillaboom fakes out. That's best case scenario, folks. Absolute best case scenario. He actually goes Max Airstream, which is really interesting. That's really good for us. That's actually really, really good for us, folks. That's actually really, really, really good for us. Rillaboom is a problem. It's Life Orb, so it does go to show that it's probably a 252 like Life Orb set. You know, not probably, but it's 252, probably no investment. So this is probably the best time for us to actually bring in Marowak. We're going to go for a Max Phantasm into the Landorus and Body Press. We're just going to double into this Landorus. We do not want to let this Landorus, like, get anything else going for it. So let's just double into it, Body Press. And the reason we're going for Body Press is because our defense is significantly higher than our special attack, so it's our best bet, best course of action, even though it is not very effective. And plus, Max Phantasm is already softening him up too, so it makes it just even more efficient to go for a physical attack than anything. If he max guards, I'm going to be pleasantly surprised. But there's a Grassy Glide. Carbink handling this because Carbink is a little champion. Not worried about it. Like, I hate to say it, but if Carbink goes down here, it's fine. But he's not going to go down just yet. Carbink's a little warrior, folks. Carbink is a warrior. It actually lived. Are you kidding me? That's fine. That's okay. It's not really okay, but it's okay. We can handle this. Because our Landorus is gone. I was really hoping that we were going to be right in the point where it could... No. Right in the point where it could kill, but not quite. Marowak should be safe from a Grassy Glide here. Marowak actually should be able to handle a Grassy Glide from the Rillaboom. Rillaboom? Forget it, guys. That's what it's called from now on, Rillabooms. Nothing else but Rillabooms. Alright, Blastoise. Oh, nice to meet you, Blastoise. Let's go for a Max Flare. And, just Body Press. That's all we could really do. I could see Rillaboom Grassy Gliding. Yep. Thank you, Carbink. You did amazing, buddy. I'm proud of you. You did so good. Get that Rillaboom out of here. Okay, so this leads us to a big problem, big predicament. And this big predicament is... Oh, he actually goes for a Blizzard, which is fantastic. I was really expecting a Water Spout here. That just makes everything so much easier for us. That makes everything a world easier for all of us. So Crawdaunt is going to come in. We're going to just lash out because the sun is not on our side. Even though we set the sun, it kind of fights between these two. These two are like the two children that just do not appreciate each other. Let's go ahead and Max Phantasm. Hopefully it's not a Min Speed Amoonguss. And we're going to Aqua Jet as well. You know, break any potential sash, break all that jazz. And the reason we're going for a Max Phantasm is solely for the fact being is... we don't want their defenses. Alright, no Min Speed. Oh, God, it's Min Speed. Oh, jeez. Okay, so that's back to bite us. That's, that's not good. That's not good, folks. He's actually going to go for the sleep strats, which is... I hate sleep strategies. I hate them so much. Like, they're my least favorite. But it comes to points like this, I can respect it. I can very much respect, you know, sleep strats. Oh, man. I hate sleep strategies so much. It's, you know... the team is taking a little too literally on saying you guys can rest now. That's all I gotta say is the team's taking a little too literally on the y'all can rest, it's good. Hey, that's just mean. That's just mean. Alright, Marowak, do a lot of damage, please. Not Marowak, Crawdaunt. Oh my god! That's fine. We actually did really good. Not bad, really. Getting all the way up here for only 3 losses, that's not a bad team if you ask me. That's really not a bad team, especially for a lot of anti-meta Pokemon. Very, very proud of this team. I don't know what we could have done better. I think we did everything rather perfect, actually. You know, and that's the beauty about some Pokemon battles is it does not matter how well you play. It does not matter how well you do. Just sometimes you lose. It's not the end of the world. That's just how the game goes. Alright, so here comes a Polypuff. That's going to get Crawdon out of here. So definitely a good game to this fella here. Definitely a good game to this fella. It's a little shame that we're ending this team on a loss. It's a little heartbreaking that, you know, their last team's a loss. But, Justin, very well played. Very, very well done. Hopefully we can take a look at your team. It was a really cool team. Let's take a look at this team. I loved it. So, Wakanberry, which is really good. You know, personally I would have gone for a White Herb strategy. But, you know, modest, or not modest, impish. Right? Impish? Mild. I know my... Actually, I just realized it's negative defense. I don't know why would you do that. That explains why... That explains actually why we did an absolute massive ton of damage. Well, we got Hydro Cannon, Blizzard, Yawn, Shell Smash. Yeah, I would have gone for a White Herb, given that you got Shell Smash. It's interesting. Very interesting. I'm not, you know, saying he did anything wrong. He won, so I'm just saying my personal opinions. It's a really cool set. Among Us was Copa Berry. We kind of saw that one, expected that one. That or Sash, like those are your 2 #1 items for it. Quiet Nature, you know, Min Speed. It's actually not Min Speed. It's actually not Min Speed. That's actually cool. Pollen Puff, Clear Smog Spore, Rage Powder, you know, great Pokemon right here. You know, great redirection, very bulky, very, very tough to crack. I hate this Pokemon. I really, like, I used to hate it, but now it's like I see it and I'm like, yeah, I respect what you could do. Alright, so Rillaboom was Miracle Seed. It was actually an Adamant Nature. We saw that when we were able to outspeed it. Potential Fake Out, you know, Knock Off, Protect, Fake Out, Grassy Glide. Yep, that's a standard set right there. You know, we just have High Horsepower instead. It's a really fun team. Regieleki holding a Magnet, you know, Timid Nature Magnet, Protect, Volt Switch, Electro Web, Thunderbolt. You know, it's really good right there. Grimmsnarl, okay, so it's Light Clay variant. It was definitely the Light Clay variant. So, Impish Nature, Fake Tears, Reflect, Spirit Break, Light Screen, you know. Yeah, that's really solid. So we did see this was a Life Orb Landers. It's obviously, very obviously, 252, 252. It's a real shame that it just barely survived, you know, our onslaught against it. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. We did really good. Our team did really good. And this guy played even better. So, you know, good game on them. Fly, Rock Slide, Earthquake, Sword Stance. It's your standard set. But, yeah, all things considered, this was a really fun team to go against. Again, it's a massive shame that we lost. But I think that's where we're going to wrap up today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like down below. Hit that subscribe button. Turn those notifications on so you know whenever we do upload a video, which is every single day. We're going to get out of here, and hopefully we'll have a nice team next time for y'all guys. But yeah, y'all take it easy, and we'll see you guys next time.